What's up? This is Frank, Everything Black. Just want to talk to y'all for a minute about what happened to the rapper Young Scoop. Another rapper just went down. Um, I noticed this earlier in the day. We lost Lil Ronnie. We lost Say So P. Now Young Scooter. What do y'all think happened? Anyway, we're gonna start by going over the interview on the news break. Let's check it out. Uh-oh. Let me go back. Let me add this right, y'all. Give me 1 second. I'm going to share the screen with you. Let's check out the first news report on this. For our YouTube, Facebook, and live now from Fox.
At the headquarters for the Georgia Bureau of Investigation with the latest. Good morning, Lindsay. Obviously, a lot known and a lot still left to figure out here.
A lot of questions surrounding this case, and that's exactly why Atlanta police asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to step in and handle this investigation. They say this all started when that man was fleeing from police when they were trying to surround a home.
A large police presence filled the area around William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta Friday night.
Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back to the location.
When officers got on the scene, they say they knocked on the door. A man answered.
The officers then, there was a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, 2 males fled out of the rear of the house. One male.
The scene, they say they knocked on the door. A man answered and then immediately shut the door on officers.
The officers.
Did y'all hear when that lady said, that reporter said that that man, she didn't even say rapper. She said it all started when that man, I'm going to rewind that. Did y'all hear that? Let's get back over here. Just rewind it a little bit. Now listen at this reporter.
When they were trying to surround a home.
A large police presence filled the area around William.
Here.
A lot of questions surrounding this case. And that's exactly why Atlanta police asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to step in and handle this investigation. They say this all started when that man was fleeing from police when they were trying to surround a home.
A large police presence filled the area around William Nye Drive in southeast Atlanta Friday night.
Officers responded to a dispute, and it was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location.
When officers on the scene say they knocked on the man and immediately shut the door on officers.
The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing, fled out of the house, will return back into the house, fleeing.
Investigators say when they located the man, they found him injured.
There is no indication of anyone being shot. This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injuries.
Year-old was taken to hospital. He later died. There's a lot of questions over what happened on social media, which is part of the reason Atlanta police.
A lot of questions surrounding this case, and that's exactly why Atlanta police asked the Georgia Bureau of Investigation to step in and handle this investigation. They say this all started when that man was fleeing from police police when they were trying to surround a home.
Filled the
During the process of establishing the perimeter, 2 males fled out of the rear of the house. 1 male returned. The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing.
investigation found him in the
There's
hospital where he later died. There have been a lot of questions over what happened on social media, which is part of the reason Atlanta police called in the GBI to investigate the incident.
and this is why we're here doing this press conference to put out there that the Atlanta Department and the incident on William Nye, there was not a shooting at all.
Okay. Now y'all heard what happened. My internet is acting up. But it seems to me that none of this makes sense. According to what we've heard so far is that some woman called about a shooting, got drugged back into the house by somebody. We know it was 2 males in the house. We don't know which one grabbed her back in the house. And then they surrounded the location, and then 2 people ran out the back door. One stopped, turned around, and the other one kept running, jumped over 2 fences, and some kind of way injured himself on the way down, I guess off of the second fence. And on the way to the hospital, a young Scooter either died or died at the hospital. And all this on his birthday. I don't know about what y'all think, but I think something is missing here. Something doesn't add up. So, I had to go and, see what the streets was talking about. And I want y'all to hear what the streets are talking about. So, let's see. Let's go over here. Let me go back to stop sharing the screen. And share another screen here. Let's see what the streets talking about. Let's see what the streets is. Let's see what the doctor said first. I wanted to play this.
Scooter as an in-custody death. His real name is Kenneth Edward Bailey, originally from Walterboro, South Carolina, but making a name for himself in the music industry in Atlanta. Condolences from some of the biggest artists continue to pour in. Rapper Meek Mill posting on X, RIP Young Scooter, generational leader that helped keep a lot of energy pumping.
This right here was strange. Meek Mills. I hadn't heard from this guy in probably about 6 months, and all of a sudden he's the first guy that they reported saying something or giving his condolences. Why Meek Mills? What type of ties did they have? And I'll pick this up a little higher so y'all can see what he said. He said, RIP Young Scooter at Atlanta generational leader that helped keep a lot of energy pumping out and into Atlanta. Prayers to your kids, family, and the whole Free Bands family. I love you and God bless your soul. That was from Meek Mills. But I want to go ahead further in this story to find out exactly what that doctor said, the orthopedics.
Out and into ATL. Prayers for your kids, family, and whole Free Bands family. As many continue to remember him, there are some questions still. How young Scooter ended up dying after being pursued by Atlanta police last night. 11 Alive's Cody Alcorn is live outside APD headquarters. And Cody, despite initial unconfirmed reports, APD says officers never fired a shot.
Right, Anna. Now, what I can tell you is the only injury mentioned by APD was to young Scooter's leg. They say he fell jumping over a couple of fences Friday night in the 200 block of William Drive in the Lake in southeast Atlanta.
Listen to
Police
this
responding to a
orthopedic doctor.
911 call. AD High Commander Lieutenant Andrew Seth.
Officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. Was advised in the remarks that shots fired and a female was dragged back into the location.
As officers tried to make contact with anyone in the Scoot jumped 2 fences before officers caught up to him.
When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. There was no indication of anyone being shot. For injuries
or breaking his femur, which orthopedic surgeon Dr. Craig Weil says isn't impossible.
Well, the femoral artery is quite large, and it could, if you broke your femur and it broke badly enough, the ends of the femur fracture could be sharp enough to cut the artery.
As for the fall,
it have to be a very hard fall.
Something you don't often.
Now listen to what he got to say. I want y'all to really listen at what this guy says now. I'm going to go back to it. I'm going to rewind a little bit, then I want y'all to see exactly what he said right after this. Let me back it up a little bit, about right here.
Impossible.
Well, the femoral artery is quite large, and it could, if you broke your femur and it broke badly enough, the ends of the femur fracture could be sharp enough to cut the artery.
As for the fall,
it'd have to be a very hard fall.
Something you don't often see.
No, it's a relatively rare injury to have a femoral artery death. Only about 15% of traumas, so it's not very high.
The Fulton County Medical Examiner says right now the cause and manner of death for young Scooter is listed as undetermined. Of course, an autopsy is planned if it's not already been conducted. Is investigated custody death, and of course, the autopsy will hinge a lot on how they rule this investigation. Live in downtown Atlanta, Cody Alcorn, 11 Alive News.
And it broke badly enough, the ends of the femur fracture could be sharp enough to cut the artery.
As for the fall,
it'd have to be a very hard fall.
Something you don't often see.
No, you don't. It's a relative breath. It's only about 10 to 15 high.
So you see, you would have to fall really, really hard in order for that to happen. In other words, you got to be up pretty high and come down on that femur real hard in order for it to rupture like that. I myself broke my femur playing football in junior high. So I kind of know how that feels to break it. But for it to break an artery, you know, and bleed out. That's like he fell from maybe 3 or 4 floors from an apartment building. I don't think he did that just jumping over a fence. Maybe broke his leg, but rupture a femur. No, yeah, it had to be very, very hard to do that. So we're gonna listen to some of the streets talk here. Let me stop sharing that screen and take you to the streets. Let's see what they got to say. Let's see. Don't tell me I lost my stuff here. Yep, I lost my stuff. Let me see. Let me add this one. Man, that's messed up. Hold on, y'all. Let me bag this thing up. There's one video I wanted y'all to see in here that I was looking into that kind of made some sense. It was this one right here. Not that guy. And I had it set up, but it went off. Let me find it. Dang, man, I had it all set up and it went off. Yeah, this one right here. So let me stop. Let me go back to my deal. Share the screen. Yeah, right there. Here we go. Let's see what he got to say. I'm going to get over here to the part I want to get to here. Let's start right here.
On his birthday. And this is what I found out. Young Scooter was at a house
Let me
that
get some
had
sound in here.
some kind of trap house. A female called the authorities and said she was being held against her will. Well, allegedly, Young Scooter ain't even know that the police was coming to figure out what's going on with this call they just got about this female being held hostage. Because apparently when they got there, it wasn't no female in the residence. But they ain't looked for the female. When they came in there, they identified that it was narcotics inside the house. Scooter took off running. When he took off running, he jumped the fence. When he jumped the fence, he popped his femoral artery in his leg. That artery will bleed out and cause you to die if you don't get immediate treatment, because that artery is connected to your heart. It's one of the main arteries in your leg. That's how Scooter died. The APD ain't shoot Scooter, man. The APD ain't got nothing. He just took off running because he didn't know what was going on. He was unaware that the police was coming. And in fact, when the police did their research,
let me stop sharing. Come back. I don't know where my sound at. Dang it. Dang it, man. What's the deal? Oh, here we go. Here we go. Let me stop this. I'm looking for the one that I heard earlier. For the one. Where is the one I heard earlier, man? I guess this is it, y'all. Let's see. Shout out to Nino Brown, um, for our use. Hold on, man. This ain't even. Hold on. Let's see what you talking about. Hold on. This wasn't the video I was looking for, but let's see what he's talking about here. Let's go back just a little right here. Shout out to Nino Brown. I always listen to him on a few things.
How did he die on his birthday? And this is what I found out. Young Scooter was at a house that had narcotics in it, some kind of trap house. A female called the authorities and said she was being held against her will. Well, allegedly, Young Scooter ain't even know that the police was coming to figure out what's going on with this call they just got about this female being held hostage. Because apparently, when they got there, it wasn't in. When they came, there was narcotics artery in his leg. That artery will bleed out and cause you to die if you don't get immediate treatment, because that artery is connected to your heart. One of the arteries in your leg. That's how Scooter died. The APD ain't shoot Scooter, man. The APD ain't got. No, he just took off running because he didn't know what was going on. He was on coming. He did 30. The Young Scooter, 39 years old, ain't even lived to see 40 years old, man. We losing so many rappers that we grew up on, either dying or going to jail, man. If they ain't going to jail, now they fiend die.
Okay. That's Nino Brown. You can go listen to the whole thing if you want to. That's one side of the story, one side of the street story. Let me get over here and see if I can get another scoop of the other story I was looking at. Hold on. It was one footage I was looking for. That this dude put out, but God dang it, man. Here's another one, y'all. Let's see what he got. This is Cut the Chase TV. This is not what I'm looking for, but since we are out here, we'll let them talk. Okay, let's see what. Fair use to this channel. So 2 males and the decedent. Now it's 3. Hold on. I'm just hearing something new here. Let me see if I can get this where y'all can see it. Hold on, guys. We finna get this up on camera where y'all can see it. I got a few more minutes here. And I want y'all to listen to this. This didn't make sense to me. Let me back it up. This is on. Give me 1 sec. I'll tell you who channel this on is. But listen to what this. I didn't see this on the regular news live. Listen at this, y'all.
Engaged in that type of activity, bro. Ain't nothing gangster about that. You don't get no cool points. A woman screaming, you get drugged in the house, you firing shots. And
See,
shit.
he's just saying stuff.
That's crazy, man.
That didn't happen because there was no woman there.
That's when the officers established a perimeter and the 2 males fled. Why they fled, obviously, we can't speak for them. So it's still an active investigation.
Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate a female. We ended up with 2 males and the decedent.
That sounds like 3 people.
Started
That sounds like 3 people, if I'm not mistaken. Let me rewind it here.
That's when the officers established a perimeter and the 2 males fled. Why they fled, obviously, we can't speak for them.
So that's 2 males that fled.
So it's still an active investigation.
Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate a female.
See?
We ended up with 2 males and the decedent.
So that's 2. That was 3 men. So I don't know what this brother is thinking right here, but I just heard that there was 3 people. He said 2 people and the decedent, the person who died. And he said there was no female. So there was 2 people and 2 ran out the back. But according to him, it sounded like 3 people that was in the house. We know 1 turned around, and then he said, and the decedent. Is he saying that 1 guy, it was 2 guys and the decedent? So is he saying that there was 2 or 3? Because he said it was 2 people and the decedent. If you want to hear it again, I'm going to play it again. Here we go.
It's still an active investigation.
Was the woman injured at all?
So we were not able to locate a female. We ended up with 2 males and the decedent.
Was the, and you said the dispute was started in a car, a moving car? The dispute
No, outside of the residence.
outside of the residence, and then a woman was drugged back into the.
That's what was reported. We have not been able to substantiate any of that.
So wait a minute. He said we got a call that a woman was being drugged back into the apartment.
Right.
So they go there, knock on the door. 2 men fled. Young Scooter flees. He dies. They go back to the apartment and they can't locate the woman. They found 2 other men in the apartment. So did the woman leave in her own vehicle? I don't know. That's crazy, bro. This whole story is confusing, but I'm pretty sure more details are gonna come out right now.
And I'm agreeing with him. It's getting more confusing as we go. I done listened to several reports. I hadn't seen this one, and it does seem like it's getting worse and worse as we go. It's getting worse and worse as we go. That's all I can say about this. I'm gonna go ahead and let it finish. Then I'm gonna end this show. I'm gonna go listen to a few more.
Just guessing. As you can see, we rolled in a motherfucker. We done went from the police. We done went to Young Scooter allegedly tried to kidnap him. We don't know what the hell is going on in this story. They don't even know what's going on. They can't even locate the woman. They got a call about a woman screaming, being drugged in the house, gunshots. Was that a false call? I don't know, bro. Did they have anything in the house they don't want to be found? I'm pretty sure. But man, this whole story is just sad. Let's continue.
This appears that there was, when he fell, some type of fracture injury, which is also a part of our investigation.
And then when he jumped over the fence from one victim, what wound would, I guess, did he shoot himself? Did he?
False call? I don't know, bro. Did they have anything in the house that don't confusing? But I'm pretty sure more details. He dies. They go back to the apartment and they can't locate the woman. They found 2 other men in the apartment. So did the woman leave in her own vehicle? I don't know.
Yeah, none of this makes sense. And then
this whole story is confusing, but I'm pretty sure more details are gonna come out right now. We just guessing. As you can see, we rolled in a motherfucker. We done went from the.
a while ago you heard Nino Brown say it was a trap house and it was drugs in there, but you don't hear them mention nothing about drugs. You don't hear them mention nothing about the female that allegedly called in. None of this is making sense. So my question to y'all again is, what do y'all think happened to Young Scooter? We're gonna go on past this a little more here.
Please. We done went to Young Scooter allegedly tried to kidnap him. We don't know what the hell is going on in this story. They don't even know what's going on. They can't even locate the woman. They got a call about a woman screaming, being drugged in the house, gunshots. Was that a false call? I don't know, bro. Did they have anything in the house they don't want to be found? I'm pretty sure. But man, this whole story is just sad. Let's continue.
Which is also a part of our investigation.
And then when he jumped over the fence from one victim, what wound would, I guess, did he shoot himself? Did he?
No, there was some type of fracture, injuries of the leg, which caused the bleeding.
Dang, so this dude died. He jumped the fence. That's a bad way to go. That's some stupid ass shit.
Like I said, none of this makes sense. Y'all heard the doctor a while ago when I played it. The doctor said that this is rare. This doesn't normally happen. So we don't know if they making this up. We don't know anything about drugs. We don't know nothing about a trap house. We don't know nothing about a female, because everything we thought we knew, we don't know. So I'm asking y'all, what do y'all think happened to Young Scooter? And I'm going to go ahead and end the show right here. Thank y'all for joining me. Thank y'all for participating. Thank y'all for being patient and listening and excusing my bad internet. For some reason, I have bad internet in here. But like I said, we're going to end this show once again. Let's see. Appreciate y'all for joining. This is Everything Black. Frank Blank. Join me on the next show. Hopefully things get better as we go.